Again, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy EmeryReigns bringing you the second tier list that I'm doing for DOA 6. Obviously, every update and patch that comes out, things change in the game. A lot of stuff has drastically changed in the game because if you guys don't know, the sidestep was changed, which means you need a quarter bar of meter, a quarter of your 4 bars of meter to do a sidestep attack. So that does change a lot of stuff, especially for the heavy characters that are slower with the 11 frame mids, or the 11 frame jabs and the 13 frame mids. It definitely does change a lot for them. So yeah, my older tier list here, it's kind of distorted because it's the best picture I could get of the video, but I have multiple tier lists here, multiple tiers here that I got rid of because they were just kind of unnecessary, and I don't really think there's any characters in the game that are that bad that they should be F tier. But we were going to go from S to C this time, S, A, B, C, which is going to be good because, again, in DOA 6 currently right now, there's not a lot of bad characters in the game or characters that are just not as good. There's just simply just characters that are just not as good as the others. In S tier, we had Hayabusa, Ayane, Tina, and Nico. And then I don't want to do an S minus and an A minus tier. I'm just gonna have them in the middle because they could go either way. In between S and A tier, I had Kokoro, Elliot, and Rig. And then in solid A tier, I had a couple characters. Brad, Wong. This is an old tier list, guys. Mine and Kula were not out at this time. In A tier, I had Brad, Wong, Mila, Lisa, Bass, Diego, Kasumi, Hayate. And then in the middle of A, if you want to call it A minus tier, in the middle of A and B tier, I had Leifang. Solid B tier was Bayman, Lee, Zack, Hitomi, Tengu, Helena, and Raidou. Solid C tier, I had Christie, which is crazy. Which is crazy because the sidestep was really fucking that character over that much to the point where Christie, I felt she was either B or C tier. And then B tier we have Honoka, and then F tier all the way at the bottom we have Murray Rose, if you guys want to call her that. And then banned at the time, Phase 4 was banned because she was not playable in tournaments. So obviously I had her in the ban list, and we didn't know what she could do. So this is an old tier list, guys. This is just something that I did before. This was month 1, I believe. So I just wanted to kind of refresh you guys on how I felt the characters fell back then. I got Blackbeard in here. He's going to be chiming in. He did his own tier list as well. So our tier list is probably going to be kind of similar. The thing about tier lists you guys have to understand is obviously I'm very knowledgeable of the game and I've been playing for a long time, but you guys are all entitled to your own opinion. Please don't blow this out and be like, oh man, oh this and that. Like it is what it is. Everybody has their own opinion. Some people think that some characters that I feel may not be that good are some of the best characters in the game, and that's just what it is. Tier lists are strictly opinionated. But at the same time, there are some things that could be fact because there's just blatantly some characters in the game that are just absolutely ridiculous. So with that said, we're going to start this. We're not going to take too long, and I'm going to try to bang this out. We're going to start from the top and work our way to the bottom. All right, and then in between, I don't know where I'm going to put some characters yet. But there's just characters. There are 4 to 5 characters that I feel are just blatantly going to go in S tier. And the first character who's just blatantly going to go into S tier is this fucking guy right here. Hayabusa is 100% the best character in the game right now. Even Master confirmed that Hayabusa. Now, when a dedicated Hayabusa player confirms that Hayabusa is the best character in the game, 1 second, guys. Let me throw this on because I need some music because I can't sit here and not hear anything. All right, so hopefully that's not too loud for you guys. Let me know how it sounds. But when the best Hayabusa player in the world tells you that Hayabusa is the best character in the game, you should probably listen to him. Again, I'm not going to break down and go crazy into these characters because there's too many of them, and I don't have the time to do it right now. But I am going to go into a little bit with some of the characters. Hayabusa has a high crushing, tracking, mid-punch option into a mid-kick that puts you into a bound state as soon as the first hit connects. So whether it's on counter hit or normal hit or not, you're going to get bounded every single time. He can do this out of all of his B&B combos. His Azuna holds do 45% on high counter. Now, there's a lot of execution that goes into that. But my problem with execution is, and I've said it before, I'm not going to let a character's execution deter them from being placed in a certain tier. So just because Phase 4 has high execution does not mean that that makes her any less ridiculous than she is. That's not an excuse. So Hayabusa, very high execution, very high situational character, but he's still ridiculous. His advanced Azuna holds do 45% on high counter. His environment, the ability to take advantage of the environment, he can jump off of the fucking wall like a Ninja Gaiden game. Okay, he's playing Ninja Gaiden in a fighting game. So for those reasons alone right there, Hayabusa he's very safe. He's got grappler speed throws. He's got a 4-frame neutral throw, which means he can punish stuff 1 frame quicker than normal characters, and he has a 6-frame forward throw. So if something's -7, he gets a guaranteed punish off every time, i.e. Hayate's forward punch kick, which a lot of characters can't punish because they're not grapplers. So for those reasons, and he has a 10-frame jab with grappler speed throws. For those reasons alone, I'm going to put Hayabusa in S tier. And also he has a low Azuna drop throw that if it connects, it's going to do 50%. So Hayabusa is going to sit very, very neatly there in S tier. Because there's not going to be that many characters in S tier, we can make him a little bigger. How do you feel about Hayabusa being in S tier, Blackbeard?
Shwa.
Oh, and not to mention his fucking handstand. Okay, his handstand is one of the most ridiculous crushes in Dead or Alive history. So yeah, 100% Hayabusa is going to be in S tier. There's not even an argument there. Okay, next character I feel goes in S tier again, guys. I only did Hayabusa first because I just wanted to get him out the way, but this is not in any specific order. I'm not going into the details as far as what characters are going where and this character's better than this character. Next character I feel should go into S tier is Elliot. Let me find Elliot. So again, where the hell is Elliot at? So the sidestep was nerfed, guys. Everybody knows this. The sidestep was nerfed. Well, no, okay, so I do believe Hayabusa is the best in the game, but I'm not going to go any further as far as how I feel like they should be placed. Elliot, so the sidestep was nerfed, guys. You need a quarter bar of meter to use sidestep now, which means a lot of these characters that were getting stepped on constantly, Christie, Elliot, Helena, those characters that were constantly getting stepped on are not getting stepped on anymore because now you need to use your bar of meter. Granted, you still have the meter there to use, but you have to actually use your resources now. You can't just throw out sidestep like that. And let's be honest here. Nobody was punishing nobody was stopping sidestep consistently every single time. Everyone was getting hit by at least 4 to 5 sidestep attacks a match. I mean, it's not like it was just something that was being stopped. So, yeah, I feel like Elliot is definitely S tier. His strings are ridiculous; they never end. His grapple where he does the super launcher throw and he gets the guaranteed damage off of it. I still haven't seen the max damage combo off of that because fucking no one is really doing the same combos at this point. The combos keep switching. But even still, we all know Elliot is doing ridiculous damage. And he's got really good strings. His down ace plus K is a low starter into a mid punch that you have to hold. It's always been that way. It's either you're going to hold the mid punch or you're going to get launched into a bound every single time. So it's even worse, and it fucking wall splats. It doesn't give you a guaranteed wall splat like in DOA 5, but it is going to give you that half wall splat where you land back onto your feet. But even still, the move is still absolutely ridiculous. You got to commit to either holding it or not. There's no way around it. So, yeah, Ellie's, and he's got a 7-frame, he's got a 9-frame punch. So,
Ellis.
Ellis that still get sidestep attacked. I mean, you can, but you got to use your resources.
You're not gonna have break blow.
But let's keep it 100 here. Let's keep it 100. Since the sidestep changed, no one is really sidestepping that much anymore. Like seriously, I commentated as CEO. People are holding onto their meter. E-Man was literally not using any meter at all and was using 1 bar of meter per set. Like no one's really not really. Yeah, and then again, like Hoodless just added in there. He's got a parry as well. You know what I'm saying? So he's got the parry that leads into the up forward kick mix up where you have to guess. Elliot is ridiculous and he's got high damage. Yeah, Elliot's OD for sure. And the sidestep change just made him even better. So the next character that I'm going to put into S tier. Let's see. Okay.
By the way, if you go into that much detail on every character, it's gonna take about the same amount of time.
I'm not gonna go into that much detail with every character. For S tier, I gotta explain to people why I think these are the best characters in the game. So phase 4. This is kind of self-explanatory. If you guys saw CEO, then you'll know why this character currently right now with the way she is, because she's not banned in tournament. The way this character currently is in the game, she's got an 11-frame mid, 9-frame jab. She got ridiculous high damage output. She got a super launcher throw that hits the roof into a guaranteed launcher. She's got pretty good tracking for what it is. I mean, it's not the best, but she has a 2-frame punch out of a jumping option that was hitting Hoodless at CEO every single time. And Hoodless being as defensive as he is, a move that's going to hit him over and over like that, especially as defensive as he is, the move has got to be good. So, yes, 2 frames once she gets into the air. It's not a 2-frame initial attack, but once she jumps in the air, she's got a throw mix-up. She's got the kick mix-up. She's got mix-ups to do to keep you guessing, and it's 2 frames. So the only way to hold that mid-punch is to hold early, because a human being cannot counter something that's 2 frames on reaction. It's literally not possible. So it's a mid, and it's, I want to say it's negative. It can be +1 from tip range, and it's -1 up close or -2 up close.
Yeah.
-1 or -2 up close, but even still, something that's 2 frames should not be guard breaking you with a character that has an 11-frame mid and a 9-frame jab, because you're still probably going to get fucking hit if you're not playing the character that's fast enough. Like
throw out of it too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's just say Phase 4 is doing that to Bass. How is Bass going to hit her? It's not possible. So it's got to go. So because of that reason alone, Phase 4 is going to be put into S tier for sure. That shit has got it. That shit's crazy. High damage output. She's fast. She's got the 2-frame attack with the other options out of it, and she's got a reset throw. And then on top of that, something a lot of people are not talking about. I don't know if FaZe can do it by herself, but I know Kasumi has the what's character can do the mix up where she does the grab or the hold and she gets the guaranteed jabs or the mid punch. You know that new thing they added in this game? It was Kasumi's advanced mid punch hold from DOA 5, but they changed it and they made it so that you can get it in this game.
Oh, it's a throw.
It's a throw. Can Kasumi do it too? Okay, so
no, hers is an advanced hold.
Hers is an advanced hold, but FaZe is a throw, right?
Yes.
Okay, so FaZe got that throw and that shit's fucked up.
Yeah,
that shit's fucked up, and it's something that we're not even really seeing that much. So yeah, FaZe is good as hell.
Is doing it.
And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, even without that punch, I still think that Phase 4 could arguably. Oh
yeah, she's still stupid. Still stupid without the punch.
The next character that I feel should go into S tier, I just got to look at the name because I had it all planned out. And by the way, guys, I have a really bad headache, so if I'm making like a squinty face, it's because the light's in my eye and shit. Kasumi. So, Kasumi is extremely good in this game. She's got, again, guys, speed rules in this game. If your character's fast, you're going to have an advantage, except with the exception for Honoka because she doesn't have the range. But Kasumi's got 6 PK. 6 PK stun is absolutely ridiculous. It puts you in a twirling animation. It tracks, and she's got other follow-ups out of it. She got the sweep follow-up, the mid-punch, the mid-kick follow-up, and then she can just free cancel the forward punch kick because you got to respect it because she's got follow-ups. High damage output in this game. She gets her bound off of fucking anything. She makes it very hard, and this is the thing that's annoying about Kasumi in this game. For a character that's that fast, that can rush you down that well, her keep out game in this game is super fucking annoying. Forward punch kick alone is annoying to deal with. She's got really good stuns. She's fast. Her damage outputs are already high. I said that. She's got the hold. Now, the hold is something that a lot of people may not consider to be that good, but when she gets that advanced hold and she puts you in a situation where she gets the guaranteed stun afterwards, she's literally making you guess every time. There's no stagger escape, okay? And again, Kasumi was one of those characters that never really got stepped because she's got forward punch kick. So back when the meta was just sidestepping, she never really got stepped because forward punch kick was always on the screen. And it's still always on the screen. And now that you can't step, it's like you're in a never-ending block loop because of this damn move. Her normals are just fast. Like, not only does she has a 9-frame jab and a 11-frame mid, her standing kick is 12 frames, I believe. And like all those options just make it so ridiculous to deal with this character. She's got the flip over throw that a lot of people don't talk about. The forward grab into the confirm, and she gets the guaranteed back turn combo into the bound. She's got a fatal stun, and again, going back to Hayabusa, Hayabusa having a fatal stun. Obviously, some characters have the fatal stuns when you're in a crouching animation, but I'm talking about characters just have a straight. Her standing kick is 11 frames. That's even better. So she's got an 11 frame standing kick, bro. She's got Genfu's standing kick, and I believe it was probably 11 in DOA 5 as well. Hayabusa's got the fatal stun as well, and Kasumi has the same exact kick. Kasumi's wall splats and Hayabusa's doesn't, for whatever reason, Team Ninja. But yeah, regardless of that, Kasumi's got the fatal stun, and she's just. I can't even just say Kasumi's solid. She's just incredibly solid. She's super fucking good.
Yeah.
One more character that and again, if I go back through this, I may decide to add another character later. But as of right now, the only other character that I feel like arguably could be S tier is Christie. Obviously, you guys watch CEO, and I commentated the event, so I saw this stuff firsthand. Christie, he should stop this Tengu shit. Christie was not bad, but she was easy to take advantage of. Guys, think about it. Christie doesn't have high throw damage. She doesn't have high damaging throws. That was always Christie's problem. She never had high damaging throws, but she had the strings and the string pressure to make up for it. Is this the strongest Kasumi's ever been in DOA history? To be completely honest with you, I would say so. She was kind of annoying in 4, but it was really more so like an online gimmick type of thing. DOA 5, she was always just really solid, but I'd say because this is the best Kasumi's ever been, yeah. And she was good in DOA too. But yeah, Christie used to get taken advantage of because of the sidestep mechanic. As soon as Christie started the string, you could instantly sidestep and she would get blown up almost every single time. Now that you need the meter, you're constantly dealing with, again, block loops from this character. And then on top of that, she baits out break hold really well because she has the serpent stance, so she can switch back and forth like a fucking snake twice. And I've seen people get faked out by it, and literally you have to time your break hold to react to what she's going to do. She's got the 11 frame mid, the 9 frame jab, and again
blows it up. And then she has the fatal stun.
Right, and she's got a fatal stun, quarter circle back punch.
You can do quarter circle back punch and then roll, and it actually launches no matter what. But if they break hold too early, then you launch them. You have to actually wait for them to go into the roll and then time the break hold against the roll kick launcher, which is not really going to happen.
And again, guys, Christie is fast, and I keep saying speed rules because now that the sidestep attack requires meter, any character that has speedy attacks is going to be all over you. Like, you literally have to just have your defense on point. Christie is obviously 11 frame mid, 9 frame jab. She's one of the fastest characters in the game. Her strings last forever. She did lose her reset throw in this game, but regardless of that, I don't really think it hurt her that much. It definitely changed the way Christie played because you always had to deal with it. She's got the 4-4 grab on the wall, the high counter version as well. That does a lot of damage, and then your back is to the wall. You got a side tech. She's got pretty good stuns. I mean, you got to think about it, guys. Everybody's stuns got better in this game because there is no stagger escape. So I think that's one of the main reasons why a lot of these characters are considered to be better in this game. But Christie, kind of self-explanatory. She's fast. The sidestep got nerfed, so she's back on you. That's the only thing that made Christie not that good in this game was the fact that the sidestep was so good. Like, don't forget, like, Christie really didn't. Oh shit! I turned my light out. Christie really didn't change that much. Like the sidestep was just really good, and it stopped her from really being effective as she was. And again, DOA 5, the sidestep, you didn't need meter to sidestep attack either, but the sidestep in 5 was nowhere near as good as it was in this game. You were fucking practically invincible. So yeah, I'd say that's my solid S tier right now. I may go back and add another character in the middle, but as of right now, I think that's my solid S tier. Let me just make these characters a little smaller, because what I'm going to do is I'm not going to have an S minus tier, but what I am going to do is I'm going to have them in between S and A, so I can say that they could arguably be S, but arguably be A as well. So let me go ahead and adjust it so the characters are not as big, because I don't want them to overshadow the other characters. And again, yeah, and I'm happy Mr. Cool brought that up, because that's going to be one of my points with Hayate when I put him in here. Christie has a sidestep attack. Christie has a sidestep attack that she can do a sidestep attack and doesn't need to use meters. So obviously, oh shit, you know what? There you go, Hoodless. That's the other character that I was gonna put in here. I was gonna go back to the list. But yeah, Christie doesn't need meter to do her sidestep attack. That's huge. That's really fucking huge. Because think about it. There's only so many characters in the game that have the special sidestep attack that you don't need meter. EmeryReigns, who's really, honestly, I haven't seen that shit at all since TOA 5, to keep it 100 with you. Christie, Hayate, those characters have the sidestep that they can do and completely evade your attacks without using the meter cost. So let me go back in here, because Hoodless brought up a character that I was going to put in here, but I didn't go through the list enough. Rig. I'd like Hoodless, since you're in here, Hoodless, to chime in on this because I want to see why you believe that Rig is S tier. Because it's good that like I'm happy. The one thing about DOA is people don't try to downplay their characters too much. Some people do it, but my reason for why I think Rig is super good, he's got the 12 frame launching mid kick that puts you in a lift stun on normal hit. On counter hits, you're going to get launched. Obviously, he's going to bound you every single time. He's got the 1 PP, which is a natural combo on counter hit. And again, Christie has the 1 PK. Hayabusa. I think Christie's is 2-1, isn't it? 1 PK? Counter hit?
Didn't they get rid of that?
I don't know. I know Hayate's and Hayabusa didn't change. Maybe they got rid of it for her. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody do it. Hayabusa's got the natural combo 1 PK. Rig has the natural combo 1 PP, I believe. Still, I don't think they changed that.
I thought 1 PP was like so slow that you could hold it.
1 PP from Rig? Not on counter hit. That shit's guaranteed.
No, that's crazy. It's slow as fuck.
It is slow as fuck, but they made it. I don't know. I'm almost positive that shit's guaranteed. But yeah, Rig. He's got a very, very. So the one thing about Rig that I will say, his damage output really isn't that OD. It's not his damage that's doing it. Like, see, in DOA 5, he was getting these. It's okay. It's okay, but like, you think about it, he doesn't have a close hit after his bound. The thing that's annoying about Rig is that he's constantly launching you. So that's why it seems like he's doing so much damage. Like, think about it. He's got the 12 frame mid kick, and he's bounding you every time.
He's still doing a pretty good amount of damage even without that close hit.
He is still doing damage, but his bound combo is not doing. Think about it. His bound combo automatically can't do as much as everybody else because he doesn't have the close hit. But Rig literally launches you every 2 seconds because he has so many ways to do it. Rig has access to down kick, which is a low kick, mid kick launcher that you have to commit to. Yeah, okay, so 6KK and stun is a natural combo. We already knew that. 1 PP is a natural combo as well. So
that's so weird.
Yeah,
I guess he's knocked down.
No, 1 PP. I don't think it knocks down in this game. In DOA 5, it knocked down. It gives you that weird animation where you kind of crumble a little bit. It doesn't knock you down in this game. That's right.
Okay.
He's got really good keep out and really good moves to use in space, like his 9P and his up punch. That little weird punch you'll see Hoodless throw out in neutral to kind of the hitbox on that move will literally hit you from here. Like, you won't even have to hit it. The hitbox will literally just attach to your character and it'll give you the stun. With close hit, I'm taking 40%. With the close hit. What do you mean by that, Hoodless? He's got a super launcher throw that hits the rooftop. Again, any character that's getting a bound that easily is just gonna be good because he's gonna set up his break blow, and every time he launches you, he's gonna potentially kill you if he needs to. He's got a fatal stun. Don't forget he's got 7P, which is really slow. So if you're not on your timing for your holds or your break hold's active for a long time. So usually if you break hold a 7P, you'll get it. But if you're just trying to counter 7P and you're not looking for it, you'll get hit and put in a sit down stun. And then you got to use your resources to get out. His quarter circle forward kick. So one thing I see Hoodless doing, which is really fucked up, he's putting you in a fatal stun with fatal rush with the S button. And he's doing quarter circle forward kick when your back is to a wall. And if that shit hits you, it does like 50%, bro, into the combo. And he's making you use that meter because if you don't use it, he's going to drag and kick you into the wall and destroy you. Okay, yeah, you're talking about quarter circle forward kick. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, dude. Yeah, quarter circle forward kick is crazy because it is that +9 guard break.
And he's got what's it called? Oh, he has.
Oh yeah, don't forget about that launcher. Don't forget about that launcher you were talking about.
Fatal stun out of his stance.
Yep, and he can fatal rush you out of his stance. So that's another mix up you got to deal with. So yeah, Hoodless. Not hurt. I always call Rig Hoodless for some reason. Rig is fucking really good in this game. Okay, so let's go down to the middle of A and S. Kinda, if you want to call it S-, you can, but I'm not gonna call it that. The first character that I want to talk about a little bit, and obviously this is my character, Hayate. Hayate is an extremely strong character. There's never been a time where Hayate was really bad except for the launch of DOA 5 Vanilla when Hayate was really bad. But Hayate is one of the best characters that can control space and also play get in. He can play all ranges. He can play the mid screen. He can play the long screen, the long range game. He can play up close very well. For what he is, I mean, he's got the 12 frame mid. 10 frame jab, but regardless of that, those are still pretty fast normals considering that he can literally play out of your face and there's nothing you can really do about it if you're playing a good Hayate player. He's got a super launcher throw. His damage output is pretty good in this game. His back punch got nerfed in this game. It doesn't stun you on normal hit anymore, but it does track. It does have follow ups. It goes into his wind dash. And then you can get put into a lift stun if it hits you on counter hit. It's 17 or 18 frames, but it does cause a lift stun if it hits you on counter hit, or if you step, it'll catch you. His reset grab in this game is really untapped, and it's really misunderstood because a lot of people don't know how it works and don't understand why it's good. But Hayate can do his quarter circle forward grab, do his forward punch, and either put you in a gut stun, put you in a nosebleed stun that if your back is to the wall. So I can flip the position when you do quarter circle forward grab, do forward punch, and then do my 9P, the nosebleed stun, and the mid punch follow-up is guaranteed. So in DOA 5, you didn't have enough frame advance to do the 9P, which kind of made it obsolete to do right there. But the 9P connects if you do not use a low hold at that point, or if you don't use a break hold to get out of it. So you have to counter that high, or if your back's to the wall, you're going to get splattered every time. And then he has the mid-kick feint mix-up, and that's another thing that makes Hayate good in this game. Hayate's feint is actually viable now. If I stun you with 3P into my feint, you have to hold that mid kick. If you don't hold the mid kick, I'm going to get that guaranteed damage every single time. And then also, if you want to try to hold the mid kick, I have my other mix ups where I can go into. So his reset grab actually works really, really well in this game. He's got really good guard breaks. All of his guard breaks are at least +1. Hayate doesn't have a negative guard break. Quarter circle forward kick being +1, and then it has other different advantages if you do it from tip range, +2, +3. His other guard breaks can be from +3 to +4, and then he has the +7 guard break out of his wind dash, which is the high punch. Really good guard breaks, really good ability to keep pressure and also keep you out. The only thing that Hayate suffers from, and I always say this, the only thing that stops Hayate from being undoubtedly S tier is the fact that he's a bit of a legacy character. And I know legacy characters are not really a thing in DOA because so many characters change in every game. You know, in Tekken, you got your Kazuya, who pretty much has been the same character since Tekken 1. Hayate will kind of be that character. He really hasn't changed much. The only thing that has happened to Hayate over the years is he's just gotten worse as a character, and then he got a little better in this game. But them taking his cartwheel low sweep and making the advantage of it, making it so that you can't delay the low sweep, is definitely something that hurt him. Also, his cartwheel being a natural combo, that's a buff. I thought it was a nerf at first because I lost my wall splat combo, but if you think about it, whenever cartwheel connects on whiff punishment, you're getting a guaranteed cartwheel low kick punch combo into a potential wall splat or a danger zone. If you get hit by that cartwheel at all, you're getting launched. The only problem is if the first kick hits you, it'll launch you up in the air sometime and bug out. Sometimes the move is a little buggy, but it really doesn't do it that much. So if you hit somebody with the cartwheel, you're going to get that guaranteed damage. Pretty good with the environment, definitely not as good as Hayabusa. Again, the only weakness I would say Hayate has is just him being a legacy character. Like I've noticed when I fight certain players like Blackbeard and Hoodless, you know the Hayate matchup. The only way you can lose a Hayate is if he's just outplaying you. If you're playing the matchup wrong and he's just outplaying you. That doesn't mean he's not incredibly solid. But if you think about Hayate, you're fighting the same character you were fighting in 5. Mm-hmm. You know, obviously he's a little different than what you were playing in 4 because he was more rushed down and he had the pseudo text and the force text. But essentially, since DOA 5, you've been playing the same character, and a lot of these characters are changing over time. Hayate is just really staying the same for the most part. So if you're fighting Hayate, you know he's coming in with cartwheel. You know he's coming in with 4-4 punch. You know he's coming in with guard breaks. You know what I'm saying? You know what he's going to hit you with. It's kind of like the same thing over and over again. Hayate has to commit to a 50-50 mix-up. Am I going to run up and grab? Am I going to run up and do a mid? Because that's pretty much all he's fucking got. So if you're going to get hit, it's just because you're just, you know. Hey, thank you so much, JJ, for the 11-month sub, man. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Personally, I don't think Hayate's that high, but you're the Hayate player.
Well, also, don't let me forget, he's got the special sidestep, which, again, he's taking advantage of the system. It is good, trust me, because this shit was good in 5, and it's the same way. They didn't change any properties of it. He can sidestep attack you without using the meter. That gives him automatic more advantage over some of the casts in the game.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, and Hoodless is saying, like, every character. Do I think Hayate's better than Ayane? No, not a chance. I'm going to put, I think that they're going to be kind of in the same league. kind of the same league of like A and S. I mean, again, so after we get down from S tier guys, it all kind of becomes arguable at this point. I mean, everything is arguable, but we all know that those characters in S tier are fucking ridiculous. Let's face it. Everything after that is kind of like, oh well, I can see him in solid A, or I can see him in maybe the middle of S and A. It's kind of arguable at that point. The only other thing that you can't really argue is C tier, because if somebody's bad, they're bad. There's, you know what I mean? Like, oh, there's untapped potential, or oh yeah, well this person uses this with this character. I mean, that character's probably not that good. I think Ayane belongs in S tier next to Rig. I mean, yeah. I mean, when I was just talking to Blackbeard before I started this stream, I was saying that Ayane can potentially go in S tier. I'm just gonna put her. Me personally, I'm gonna put Ayane in the middle of A and S. And again, me putting these characters there means that they could go either way. Like they could either be an A or they can be an S. It really doesn't matter. But they're just, it's arguable for me at that point. So I'm gonna get Ayane next. And I just picked Hayate again. Ayane. Here she is. Okay. So Ayane. And Blackbeard's been playing Ayane a lot lately, so he's obviously seen some of her weaknesses. Ayane, very good crushing character. She's got the back punch, which crushes high as it tracks. Keeps you in check all the time. Now, I felt Ayane was super S tier, because you guys remember, if you take a look at my old tier list here, I had Nico, Ayane, and Tina up there. I put Ayane specifically in S tier because of the fact that people were literally spamming Sidestep, and Ayane never dealt with it. Literally, you can put back punch on the screen and fucking destroy Sidestep and get a launcher for free every time. Yeah. People are not stepping that much anymore. That's what I'm saying. And then her jab tracks. So people were literally getting obliterated by Ayane because she wasn't letting you sidestep ever. I don't think I successfully stepped her one time because back punch was always on the screen. Jab was keeping me in check every time. The sidestep nerf definitely changed a lot of these characters again, and I want to keep pressing that because the sidestep was nerfing these characters. It was nerfing Christie, it was nerfing Helena, it was nerfing Elliot. Ayane is I put her, and again, I'm not putting, these characters are not in order, guys. Nothing's going in order. I'm just putting them in the tiers. Hayate and Ayane are very similar. They have really good keep out game. They can play up close and mid screen. They have the same advantages and disadvantages. I would say that Ayane does it a little tiny bit better because she's got more string manipulation. Her reset grab works way better than Hayate's does because she gets a guaranteed launcher. So Hayate's reset grab, he doesn't have the ability to launch you off of it. The only thing he can do is backflip kick you for free or forward punch you for free. Ayane can actually launch you for free off of her reset grab and go into a bound and go into her break blow. Hayate doesn't have the ability to do that. I say, and also she has a 12 frame down punch that's 0 on hit. Hayate's down punch is 14 frames 0 on hit. So that 12 frame down punch is going to beat out every one of my options pretty much if I'm not playing an extremely fast character. So I would honestly say, you know what? I'm gonna stick Ayane in S tier.
And where?
I'm gonna stick Ayane in S tier because a lot of this stuff, like I'm talking about it, and I'm like, okay, maybe she should probably go back in S tier. The down punch being 12 frames is annoying. Her crushing and her tracking is still ridiculous, even though the stepping got changed. It's still there. Her reset grab is so ridiculous because she can bound you for free off of it. If she gets your back with that throw, she's going to bound you and kill you. 12 frame down punch, high damage output.
Doesn't matter the weight class either.
And again, thank you for adding that in there. A lot of these characters, their combos work on every weight class. Bass is going to get bounded by Ayane no matter what. Some characters like Hayate can't take advantage of that. But yeah, Ayane, I'm gonna stick you in. I'm gonna stick you in S tier. You're evasive. You have good tracking. Your reset grab is OD. Keep out is good. Up close game is good. 12 frame down punch, neutral on hit. Yeah, I'm gonna put her in S tier. Hayate's still gonna sit, and that's why I'm happy I did this, and I'm happy I'm talking about some of these characters a little more because again, I said Ayane's doing what Hayate's doing, just better. I mean, let's just face it, she's just doing his game better than him. So again, as we go on, guys, we're going to talk less about these characters because there's not really going to be too much of an explanation to give, really, except for when we get down to like C tier. So A tier, who else do we have here? I'm gonna put Helena. So all the characters that I really want to talk about, I'm gonna put first. Helena. Helena is, I feel like she's a very misunderstood character. Even E-Man, and again, I listen to the character specialist, guys. E-Man is a Helena specialist. He knows his character. He thinks Helena is really good. Before the patch update where the sidestep got changed, her back punch was fucking everyone's sidestep up because it has the back punch into the high punch that tracks. She's got the mid kick mixed up to launch you. She has the high kick mixed up to launch you, or she can just free cancel and grab you in a Boko grab, whatever. She's got Boko throw. Her damage output is not that OD. Her damage output is a little lacking. She lost the 3-3P from neutral, but she still has it. Now, I could be wrong. Does the 3-3P from Bokuho now, it stuns on normal hit, correct? It's not just on counter hit? Yeah. Okay. I've seen people get bopped by that move when E-Man was playing with Helena at CEO. Now, if the move didn't stun on normal hit, then I could potentially say that, all right, that move isn't really that good anymore. But it stuns on normal hit just like it did before, but you got to be in Bokuho. Think about it. You're in a crushing state when you do the move. So if she's in Bokuho, she's automatically evading you anyway. The only thing that changes is that you actually have to go into Bokuho to do it, but she's still in an evasive stance. You know what I'm saying? Helena can still get off the floor and go into Bokuho and do 3-3P. It's not as effective, but she's still in Bokuho. She's evading you anyway. On Wake Up, Helena is annoying as hell because your mid Wake Up kick is gone. And then the moment you try to do a low Wake Up kick to get her ass off the floor, she's going to stand up and counter it or jump over it or whatever. Again, her damage output is not that great, but she's bounding you for free. There's not really any Helena combos that she's not going to bound you, and I keep saying that because that's important to understand. A bound can kill you. If you have no meter and someone break blows you and your back is to the wall, all they need to do... Yo, Thunder God, 25 months. Thank you so much, man. If any character in this game bounds you and your back is to the wall, you have no meter, you can lose your entire life bar. The Bokuho duck itself has been annoying for me the most since DOA 5, and it didn't really change in this game. It's still avoiding everything. There'll be literally times, bro, where I'm sitting there fighting Helena, and I'm like, dude, how did that not hit you? Like, she's avoiding everything in the game. Not to mention, she's got the special sidestep attack out of her Bokuho. So not only she's already evasive because she's in Bokuho, but she's doing an evasive attack from an evasive stance. My issue that people are saying with Helena not being good in this game is that, she can't do 3-3P from neutral anymore. She's not doing that much damage. But Helena was never really a high damaging character to begin with. In DOA 5, she was really just putting you into the blender over and over again. She was never really doing OD damage, so that's not really a complaint that you can use because she was good in 5. You think they're just going to give her more damage in this game? Like, they're not going to do that. The 3-3P is still there, and it's stunned on normal. You just got to do it from stance. I think Helena belongs in A tier. I'm going to put her solid A, though. I'm not going to put her A and S. So... that's how I feel about Helena. Who else do I want to give an explanation on? Explanation on Kokoro. Okay, we'll do Kokoro. I want Blackbeard to take over this one because he knows the character better than me. Then I'll say why I think she's really good. I'm going to put Kokoro in A and S tier.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel about that pick?
Hold on. So let me look at something real quick.
So that would technically be your S-.
Yeah, let me just reference my own tier list real quick.
So Blackbeard is referencing his tier list that he did.
Okay, well, it's fair. So let me say, okay, so I thought that personally before the patch, I thought she was kind of suspect just because, like, literally she could step almost everything she was doing besides forward punch,
which is a high,
and then like the end of that one string, the kick, and like, you know, back kick and all that stuff. But it was like you can literally step everything. Like, it was just like before you could even like get to the tracking move, like you were just stepped and stuff. But then, you know, after they nerfed the sidestep, it kind of made it, you know, kind of like DOA 5S where like you can just, you know, keep people standing and like, you know, started putting the reset throw mix up on them and stuff. Exactly. And then it's like ridiculous that they gave her the reset throw and gave her a guaranteed kick out of it.
Mid kick that puts you in a spinning stun.
It actually doesn't make sense because
it's not fair. It's what it is.
There's no reason for her to have any other option in that because you could just get the kick for free.
Yeah, and it's the best stun she gets. Yeah, if you want to be greedy and do some bullshit and get countered, do it. But the mid kick is the best stun. Now, if they gave her a weak stun that was guaranteed, I can understand. But you gave her a stun that you have to hold out of, like, and I'm spinning in fucking place like this, like fucking Cabal from MK9. Like, shit is crazy, man.
She's got like she's got like the same like kind of launcher she's always had. She has like pretty good crushing. She's got pretty good like range control, like from the mid range. She is overall like just super solid. So like I don't disagree with her being that high.
Yeah. And I have the same reason as Blackberry. Off of the reset grab where she does the quarter circle back throw and then she can do the other mix up now that she got where she pulls you in and gets the guaranteed mid kick. I could be wrong, but every time that I try to counter, and this is just from her pull and throw in general, I think is that kick guaranteed off of every pull and throw?
Yeah.
Yeah, so her pull and grab, don't get me wrong. So the pull and grab becomes a little suspect when you do it out of strings. You can obviously hit her in the mouth because it's not an offensive hold. But when she's standing still and she does this quarter circle forward grab and she goes, hi, and she pulls you the fuck in, that mid kick is going to hit you and you can't do fuck all about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the only thing you have to think about is now what Kokoro is making you do is making you hit buttons at neutral, which is going to get you hit. Hoodless says,
"Is it? Wait, which one?
It's not guaranteed.
Which one?
So I gotta know. That's why I need you to confirm that. I mean, this isn't gonna change shit. She's still up there, but I could have sworn all the times I try to counter that shit, I can't.
Or is it only from the quarter circle back grab?
It could be only from the quarter circle back grab. It's not guaranteed.
Oh, you can break hold it. You can break hold it, right?
You can break hold it.
You can break hold it.
You can actually break hold your throw mix up.
Yeah, I mean you can break hold it, but like you still gotta use the meter.
But you still gotta use the meter. It's still good.
That's technically like I'm considering that guaranteed. Like you use your meter if you want. Oh man.
Well, no, that not off of 2-on-4T from the 3-part throw. Okay, yeah, the 3-part throw we know the kick is guaranteed. Sin says that any other hole won't work. Okay, so that's something we need to go into the lab and figure out later on. But as of right now, we're going to keep moving on to tier lists. That doesn't change anything. The reset throw, you can hold or meter. Okay. So you can hold it off of just a regular pull and grab. But off of the 3-part grab, you can't hold that mid kick. You can't. You guys are going to have to get on the game and figure that out. But we're going to move on until you figure that out. 2-on-4T, you can hold the mid kick. Yo, somebody's got to go into the lab and figure this out because I'm literally losing my fucking head right now because I couldn't counter it before.
Oh, from the 3-part throw, he's saying you can hold.
Okay, so go into the lab and figure that out for me while you're doing that. But even still, she's still really good. It doesn't change anything. It's even if you can counter the mid kick off the 3-part throw, it still leaves you into a mix up where you got to guess. She can just keep looping you over and over.
And now it's a 4-way mix up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, okay, fine, I can hold, but now I still got to guess right. You know what I mean? Which is not really going to happen. She can just keep pulling me in and looping me. She can grab you out of the air now. That's her bound, which she gets when you're pretty fucking low to the ground. I think it's 9P. The 9P that she does, the 9P into the pull-in where she pulls you out of the air.
Yeah.
She gets that pretty easily. And again, she's got the 3-part pull and throw. Yeah, my reason for Ayane, I already did that. Kokoro's got really good sidestep killers, especially because now you need the meter to step. And any character that has really good strings, like Kokoro, because she can pull you in from her strings, any character that's stopping you from stepping with a pull and grab that leads into a mix-up is OD. So I'd say Kokoro is really good with that. And her damage output is good as well. Alright, so, and again, guys, when I put a character in the middle of A and S, that means that they could potentially be S, but they could potentially be A as well. It's, All right. So next character, because again, I'm gonna do all the characters that I want to talk about first, and then I'm just gonna start throwing characters in there with a quick explanation. But who's the next character that I want to go over? Mila. Mila. Okay. So as you guys know, I played Mila for a number of years since DOA Ultimate. I picked her up in the beginning of Ultimate in 2013. Excuse me. Mila was definitely ridiculous in 5, especially towards the end because she got that tackle glitch, which wasn't banned from tournament play. So she was really good in 5, especially towards the end. She fell off a little bit because she got a couple nerfs, but then she started to get better again. I'd say Mila at this current state in the game can go in between A and S. Her 7K is not as good anymore by default because now you can break hold out of it. She's got safe throw options. Her 7K is a fatal stun. She can actually whiff a forward grab offensive hold, which is active forever, and then do down grab if you don't use meter. So it's going to catch you no matter what. That's actually a crazy mix-up I found. So if she hits you with 7K, she's guaranteed some kind of damage no matter what you do, as long as you don't break out of the follow-up of the down grab. She's got really good stuns. Her stuns are fucking top notch. You can't ask for any more. Her 3P feint makes her a problem. Because she can do the feint on block. So she can do 3P and back up and wait for you to whiff. And she can actually do a sidestep attack. She can crush you. You have to hit her with a forward advancing mid or you're literally not going to be able to do anything. Mila still has her option selection in this game. You just don't see him as much because people want the damage. But if you guys see Killy play Mila right now, he's playing Mila very similar to how Something Unique played Mila, but just with a different play style as far as the way he plays the game. But as far as the way he's using Mila, he plays very similar to Something Unique. So she still has a wall option select. If she does the down punch into the down throw, she's got an option select from the forward punch string combo ender. And then off of the machine gun punches, which is her B&B combo now, you just do standing kick and a down grab. She's like +3. She's got her tackle, which is an offensive hold, which she has access to out of her strings, like back kick into grab, 7P into grab, or she can do she has another option out of it as well. Up punch, she can go into the feint, into the grab. She can do it out of pretty much anything. The offensive hold is just super good in my opinion because she's technically crouching when she does it. So if you want to stop her from doing it, you actually have to low throw her. So you can't just do a standing grab. I think that they did change something where when she's recovering from it, you can actually forward throw punish her now, which is the way it should have always been. But if she's initiating it, if you don't crouch or low grab her, she's going to hit you with it. And it's really good, especially after a reset grab. Don't forget a reset grab. Forward grab and the standing kick is guaranteed and it puts you into a mix-up where you have to guess. Really high damage output, really good option select, really good wall game. She's just super solid all the way around. Her forward P plus K is still, even though it's unsafe, her critical burst from DOA 5 is still one of the best whiff punishers in the game because on counter hit, it puts you in that crazy ass discombobulated stun. So Mila is OD in this game. I would not say she was better than she was in 5. She was damn near S tier in 5, but really, really good in this game still. She's got a down punch, which is +1 on hit, which means that she got access to an 11 frame mid, 9 frame jab afterwards. So she's good. Definitely good. Who's next? No, her down back punch is still -2 on hit. Now, one thing that did change is her little tackle cancel that she does. If she does like let's just say, 2K tracks. Don't forget. Thank you for that. Her down kick was buffed in one of the recent updates. Her down kick tracks. That's really fucking good because not a lot of characters in the game have down kicks to track. That's really good, especially after a forward grab. She knows you're gonna step or hit a button. Down kick is actually gonna work, and she gets a guaranteed hit because there's no stagger escape. Who else is gonna go in A and S tier? A lot of characters are going in here, guys. So I hope you're patient with me.
So yeah, it was right. You can do it from the 3-part.
So you can counter. So you can counter Kokoro's mid kick after the 3-part grab, but after the regular pulling is guaranteed. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, her down kick tracks now. Yep, they changed it. Neo Tengu 100% is going to go in A and S tier for sure. I'm gonna let Blackbeard take this one over for a second while I go turn my air conditioner on. Yeah, because I'm Neo Tengu in the middle of A, like S- in the middle of A and S.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go turn my air on because I'm burning the fuck up right now. I'll be right back.
So Neo Tengu has she's got that 10 frame P plus K, which is gonna interrupt any kind of gap in a string or string delay. And you can situationally punish certain things so you can get a full stun, which is OD. She has the ceiling throw. She's got gut stuns. Like she's got like
forward punch kick, which is new.
Yep, she has the reset throw. She has decent tracking. She has a really fast when she hops forward and grabs you, like that shit's really fast. Like you just gotta be on point. She's gonna smack you into the air.
That's a pretty cool Neo Tengu mode. Who's that?
Cybers. And then she's got like the kick out of it too. She got like the kick out of that. And I think she has some other options too. I'm not sure.
Yeah, she's good, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm happy that she's good because in DOA 5, like she was always like one of those characters that was kind of overshadowed by a lot of other characters, but I definitely feel like she's better in this game.
She has ground game too.
She's got ground game.
She's like the only character in the game that has ground game.
Exactly. And again, guys, any character let's keep it 100 here, guys. The ground game in DOA 6 is fucking terrible. You can't really get people off the ground if you really try. It's almost fucking impossible. It's not impossible, but it's fucking damn near impossible. Like, she's got a ground game where she can keep frame advantage, and you cannot lay on the floor against this character at all. So if you can take advantage of the ground game and do it successfully, then you gotta be
and
somewhat of a good character.
So much extra damage she gets when she fucking gets on top of you when you're on the ground,
and she's smacking the shit out of you.
She has I don't know all the situations, but she'll hold you and then fucking get you on the ground anyway. And it's why did she get that much?
She's got an offensive hold. Do not forget about that. Neo Tengu, the only weakness that I can say that this character has, to be completely honest with you, is that other than her P plus K, she's slow. Her punch is listen to me. Her punch is the best forward advancing stun in the entire game. It stuns on normal hit. Her punch, literally, if she's over here, she's gonna do that fucking shit and get across the screen and hit you in your mouth. Punch is ridiculous, dude. It's so fucking annoying. The only thing that she really has a weakness for, if you want to be honest, is really that other than her P plus K, she's slow. She's got to commit to that 10 frame attack. But one thing that she can do, I don't know if you said it, you probably did, but she can punish unsafe strings with P plus K and get a stun. Yeah, and it's not like it's a bad stun. You're holding your fucking face and you have to. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, don't get me wrong, that takes a little bit more expertise. Like, that takes a little bit more of a character specialist to know what shit is punishable with that move or not. But it's still in the game, and execution is not an excuse to say a character's not that good. If you got the execution, if you know your character, then you'll know what moves you can punish. And honestly, you can kind of just throw that shit out there sometimes to get a punish and not even mean to. I've seen people do it. So, good stuns. Her only weakness really, and the only thing to stop now, if Neo Tengu had a 10 frame jab, a 12 frame mid, she would 100% be an S tier, but she's just really fucking slow other than P plus K, which doesn't have any range on it, so she's got to be in your mouth to use it. But she does have good forward advancing moves to get in. And then she can fly at you, which you got to deal with. Now, the flying shit can be a little online sometimes, but if she does that shit in your face, you're going to get hit by something. I mean, let's be honest. If she jumps in your fucking face, she's going to pick you up and swing you around and throw you on the fucking ground.
Yeah, that shit's really fast. Like, the frame rate on it, I forgot how fast it is, but it's really fast.
Yep, for shizzle. Okay, so we're good with Neo Tengu being in A and S tier in the middle, like S minus. Who else are we putting in A tier? Let me browse. Let me do some browsing real quick.
Okay, what's that?
I think we're dwindling down here. We're dwindling down. Hold on. Oh, Nico. We can't figure out this hoe. All right. Nico. So Nico took a little bit of a fall from me, and I'm going to tell you guys why. This could be arguable, and that's why I want to discuss this. Nico could still be arguable S tier. I'm putting Nico in A and S, which means she could potentially be A or S. Fast character, pretty decent stun. No, I'm not gonna say pretty decent. She's got good fucking stuns. Her back H plus K is fucked up, and then she's got back punch punch. She's got other mix ups. She's got a reset grab, took a hit. The reset grab took a hit. Okay. Also, the character, I'm not going to say she got downloaded, but a lot of the reason why characters go into S tier when a game first comes out is because people really don't know how to deal with them, and they're just good. Nico was just good when she came out, and people still didn't really know how to deal with it. But then, obviously, people know this matchup now. That doesn't stop a really strong player from being good with her. As you can see, Blackbeard is actually one of the only people still using this character. I don't think there's really anyone else using her, to be honest with you. Maybe Big Dame. I haven't seen Crazy Steady play. I don't know if he's using her anymore, but he's probably the only person. And Zeno's still using her, but a lot of people are really using this. Oh, C-Logica. Can't forget about C-Logica. C-Logica and Blackbeard are the only people that are going offline that are really using this character. Am I doing Mine Kula? I am going to do Mine Kula, but I'm not going to do too much time on them because they're still really new, but I'm going to put them somewhere. Nico is just incredibly solid. The same thing, in my opinion, as Kasumi when I say that she's just really incredibly solid. The only weakness, and also her forward punch, really good forward advancing string, very similar to Christie's. She's got the reset grab, which Christie lost in this game. She's got really good tracking. Her 1P being negative on hit kind of turns her into Genfu without a parry. Really, really crazy to deal with that, and she's fast. She's got good crushes. Really, really good damage output to be that fast. Usually characters that are fast don't have a great damage output with the exception of FaZe, but she's got a really good damage output. The only weakness, again, that I would say she has is from long range, she just really can't. She don't have too much to really get in with. She's got forward kick, which is, I believe, is unsafe. But, I mean, she can still use it again, and a lot of Nikos use it again in. But I'd say her range is kind of the only thing that sucks as far as when she's out of mid and close range. Long range, like Hayate, for example. If Nico needs to get on Hayate, she's probably not going to be able to do it. If you're fighting a Hayate and knows what he's doing, rather.
One thing I don't like about Nico is, like, she has, like, her fucking her mid-kick launcher, her 9K.
Yeah, they messed that up, right?
That shit is so inconsistent. Like, I have to, like, against, like, midweights, like Hayate or Rig or something, I have to be in, like, open stance or something, or my bound misses. And then, like, the second part of it. And then, against Lisa, it just whiffs completely. And I don't really understand, like, why.
Yeah, that's something. There's definitely something up with that, and I noticed that. But if they do fix that, then that's obviously the only real bug that we're finding with Nico right now. But moving on, Blackbeard, you satisfied with her being kind of S minus, top of A tier?
Yeah.
All right. A tier. Just put Hayabusa in S, move everyone else down one. I can't do that because of the way I'm doing my tier list this time. That means that the characters that are going to be in B tier are going to have to go to C tier, which I'm definitely not doing because EmeryReigns is 100% not in B tier, so she's going to have to be in her own tier, and so is like Raidou and those other characters. I mean, that's just the way I'm doing mine. I'm just laying mine out this way. I do believe, in my opinion, Hayabusa is the best character in the game, but there's other characters that are also very strong as well. That's just the way I'm laying them out.
Sure, I'll try.
All right, so let me look at this and make sure there's no other characters that I need to put in here before. And again, we're gonna go back through this. A tier, I'm gonna put Leifang in A tier. We're not gonna spend too much time on her. Not A and S, but solid A tier. She's good.
Characters in S. How many characters? 1, 2.
She's good. I mean, I call Leifang the perfect character. Again, I feel like Leifang is a bit unexplored in this game. I haven't really seen her too much other than Blackman using her, and he's doing really well with her right now. She's got parry, she's got sabaki's, she's got really good crushes, she's got advanced holds. She's pretty much like the full package. Her damage output is kind of average, I'd say. I mean, she's not really doing crazy damage. She's got offensive holds. She's got every tool you would need in a character. I'd say her distance game, her getting in, is a little rougher at times. Even though she has your offensive hold, she can keep you in check with it. But I don't know, man. I mean, I think that I don't really have a lot to say about Leifang because she's really not really. She hasn't been explored that much in this game, really, for the most part. At least not from what I've seen. I mean, Blackmoon's the only person using her, and he's doing the same shit he was doing with her in DOA 5. I would put her in A and S tier, but I just think that something's missing from her in this game, and I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Something makes Leifang not as scared. Because guys, Leifang was fucking terrifying, and obviously something's up. You got an okay spot for Leifang. She has been nerfed from 5. Her quests are now weaker and unsafe. Okay, yeah, so bam. That's one thing that I'll put out there. Her 1 PK, which was hella annoying in DOA 5, the little pushback that used to be a guard break that they changed in DOA 5, is now unsafe. That's really awesome that they made that unsafe. For me, because I fucking hate fighting Leifang. But for Leifang players, that obviously sucked. But they made that unsafe. And again, Berserk is a Leifang player, so he's going to know some of her weaknesses. I don't know what it is about Leifang, but she just doesn't feel as scary as she was in 5. There's something about her that makes her feel a little less like, fuck, I gotta fucking fight Leifang now. You know what I mean? Where's Black Moon? Her 7K is a mid. Yeah, they did change that. The little track and mid kick. 4P got nerfed. Yeah, what did they change about 4P? It doesn't stun a normal hit anymore, right? 3PP is a natural combo and stun. Yeah, that's definitely fucking ridiculous. I knew there was something up with that shit, but that was like that in 5, wasn't it? No, wait, was it? 3PP, the mid punch into the high string?
You said in stun?
Yeah, they said, Hoodless said it's natural combo and stun.
Natural combo and stun. No, not in stun.
Not in stun? Her fatal stun, natural combo. What do you mean, her fatal rush? Yeah, Leifang, so that's something that I did notice with her. Her what you call it? Her down H plus K used to give her the standing kick, and that was so fucking annoying to deal with. Oh my god, I hated that. So they took that away because it doesn't give you as much frame advantage anymore. Let me just extend this a little bit so you guys can see the chat in the stream. Because I don't want the people on YouTube to not know what I'm saying to you guys. I want them to know that I'm actually talking to a stream. I'm not fucking. There we go. Alright. Berserk said to change to no ground game. Oh yeah, for sure. So that's another thing. The ground game not being the way it was in 5, how Leifang used to use her H plus K to tech you up after all of her, you know, how she could do like punch down kick or punch plus down kick to the hard knockdown H plus K to tech you up. That definitely hurt her because I'm not scared at all to lay on the floor against Leifang now. What the fuck is she gonna do? You know what I mean? Definitely changed. And then her 3P, 4P not being a sit-down stun anymore. She used to get the guaranteed 3K. 7K doesn't guard break. Yeah, I'd say that Leifang is sitting pretty good at solid A tier. Alright, what else do we got here? I mean, she's still good. Don't get me wrong, she's still good, but she's obviously lacking as far as where she was in 5 compared to where she is in this game. So we're gonna keep moving down in the list, but I'm gonna leave Kula and Mai for last because I want to talk about them a little bit. Lisa, I'm gonna put Lisa in A tier, solid A tier. Offensive holds, pretty good damage output, very good crushes, punch tracks. She's got special wake ups, which are unsafe, but they fucking still hit everybody for some reason. They know they're there. Did I already say good crushes, good tracking? She's just really solid. I'm not gonna spend too much time on Lisa.
La mariposa.
Tina is definitely fucking going in A and S tier. I feel like Tina has definitely been overshadowed a little bit because Killy hasn't been going offline, but you guys will definitely feel her when he goes to his next tournament. People kind of forgot about this bitch, but I didn't. Her 7K into her hit confirm grab is still doing ridiculous damage. She's got a grab that does 45%, and if your back is to the wall, it's going to kill you. Not really going to kill you, but it's going to do a lot. Got offensive holds. She's got really good crushes. Deep-ass stuns. Tina is fucking good. You guys will feel Killy when he gets at you guys again, though. Don't forget about Tina. Don't sleep on her. Not to mention she's grabbing you out the air and getting a guaranteed low throw after she drops you on your fucking back. I think that we'll move on from A from now, and if we got to come back, we will. Because B tier, a lot of characters fall into B tier in my opinion too. So now we're gonna move into like B and then B and A. Like in the middle of B and A, kind of A minus. What the hell? B plus A minus or then B. Yeah, I'm gonna get into Diego now. A lot of these characters are gonna go B and A. So now we're gonna move down to B and A tier. I'm gonna start with Diego first. He's gonna fall under, in my opinion, B and A. I think Diego's really good. I actually had Diego in high A in my first tier list, but I started to see some of his weaknesses. So I thought Diego was actually broken. I thought this character was actually broken, and he's not fair. I didn't think he was fair. But after using him, I started to see some of his weaknesses. I mean, for starters, from range, from like full screen and like getting into mid screen, he's only got mids to get in with. You know he's coming in with a mid of some sort. If you space this character out, he really can't do shit to you. But when Diego gets in your face, that's when you have a very big problem. 1 PP natural combo into a wall splat. He's got quarter circle forward punch fully charged, which... So I want you guys to understand the way that move is supposed to be used. You're not supposed to just use quarter circle forward punch on block. When you have somebody in stun, you as an iron player, I am an iron player, but when you have someone in stun with Diego, that's when you should be charging up quarter circle forward punch because you're making them think about countering that mid punch. If you hit them on that recovery of them getting out of that stun, because there's no stagger escape now, if you hit them with a stun and then they recover out of the stun into a block, they're going to get hit and then launch for free into a bound guaranteed. His throw damage is ridiculous. His throw range is ridiculous. Diego can grab you from like here. For some reason, his grab just fucking it gravitates towards you. His wall throws do OD damage. Forward punch tracks. Punch back punch will keep you in check. He's really solid. I mean, that's all I can really say. He's really solid. That's one thing I will give you, Takeshi. His stun launch is not that great because his stuns, unless he hits you with certain stuns, they're not going to give you anything. Like, you know, if he hits you with like a forward punch, he can't forward punch launch you like Hayate can. His forward punch stun is fucking terrible. He's really solid. And that's the reason why I put him in like A tier. But he's can't break neutral at the wall. Yeah, that's a lot of characters though. You can't break the neutral at the wall. Hayate, any character that has a neutral. Splats. Yeah, one that splats, you can't break it near the wall anyways. I think Diego in the right hands can be very dangerous. Like if like Hoodless play with Diego, Blackbeard, players that have really strong fundamentals can definitely bring him out and make him do really well. But you got to be in somebody's face to make him work. That's really his biggest weakness, and it's a big weakness because his only option that he really has is to be right in your mouth. I will put between A and B. I mean, I could potentially see that. I could potentially see that. The only reason why I'm going to keep him up there is because Diego's whole thing, and not to mention he's got down H plus K, which is a sweep that he can hit you with a lot because it's not like he's going into a completely he's not going to a complete crouch. Like he's doing a sweep from standing, and after you get swept by Diego, he's either going to grab you or stun you, and it's literally a 50-50 from there. There's nothing you can do about it. I would bring the whole list down a letter. What do you mean a letter? Like bring Hayabusa down to A tier? And yeah, and fucking Diego's guard breaks never end. After Diego guard breaks you, you're either gonna hit a button or you're not. He's gonna grab you and fuck you up, or he's gonna stun you, and then you know what I'm saying. It is what it is. And Diego's relatively safe as well, like Takeshi just said. Takeshi is a primary Diego player in this game, so I'm gonna leave him in A tier. One of the weaker A tier characters, but he's still gonna be an A for me. Hey, what's going on, Angelic? I think we're done with A tier, right? Yeah, we're done with A tier for now. Let's move down to B tier. I almost put some broccoli on the screen. My bad. My voice is starting to hurt. This tier list is gonna be longer than the other one. I try to make it shorter, but I can't. Hitomi's suffering from what she's always suffered from. She's a very, very fucking annoying online ass character. I'm gonna put her in A and B tier. I'm not gonna spend too much time on her. You forgot Jan Lee. I didn't get to Jan Lee yet. Holis is probably gonna argue with me on this because he's a Hitomi player.
Hitomi is okay.
I think Hitomi is okay, and the reason why is the reason why a lot of people feel like she is because she's the same character. Nothing changed. Like, her down punch got nerfed, and I didn't even know. Her down punch isn't even +1 anymore. What the fuck? Why would they take that from her? That sucks, man. That's not cool. She's got good crushes. She's got good tracking. She's got a reset grab. But there's nothing that Hitomi's really going to do to me to really make me hit a button. Like, what are you going to do to make me hit a button after you forward grab me? She's damn near been the same since, exactly like Reddit Campbell just said. Yeah, her down punch in DOA 5 was +1, and it is no longer +1 anymore. Like, in her stuns, and I was watching Rikuto play one day, and sometimes I don't agree with everything Rikuto says about the game, but they made 6P 12 frames. That's why. Sometimes I don't agree with everything Rikuto says, but I'm watching him play, and Hitomi's stuns are fucking atrocious. Like, if she stuns you, what she got? 4-punch kick? What's she gonna get from that? Like, a jab at the most. Like, that's all she's gonna get. She can't really do shit. You know what I mean? She's pretty much been the same fucking character since the beginning of time.
She's got 3P and like isn't course.
Well, I'm talking about to get the stun. To get the stun. Like, seriously, as a Hitomi player, what would you do to get the stun? 3P + K, the tracking move? How many times are you gonna throw that out? It's not like it's that fast. It crushes ties, but now when she stuns you.
So to be fair, she probably doesn't need to be in your face. So she can like just whiff punish you, right?
Right. And that's what her main use is for, really. You know, she can kind of, she's like the way Hoodless plays her, play really solid and just try to get your whiff punishment damage and just try to get a stun here and there. Maybe playing her the stun route isn't really the best way to go. But like I said, as far as if you want to play the stun game, which in this game you kind of have to because she wants to get that balance, she wants to get that launcher. The only way to do that is to initially get a stun. Now she can crush you with like 3-3P and stuff like that. But again, her biggest issue is that she really hasn't changed much, and then her down punch got changed. The only thing that really affects, Hoodless said the down punch didn't really matter much because her forward punch is 12 frames, but the only issue with that is that now her jab is going to be stuck at 10. She can't use the down punch and the jab mix up because she can, but it's not going to give her the +1. I mean, Hitomi's okay, but I think that she thrives online, and it's really fucking annoying. She has good height variation on strings and good. Oh yeah, her wall carry is good. She's gonna her punch, back punch string, and then her bound into the running Fujin punch. That's just gonna take you to the wall for sure. But she's just kind of lackluster.
The best thing she has going for her is her whiff punishment. Of course, like a forward punch is like OD.
It is. Fujin is nuts.
And
Hitbox is huge.
It's gonna fucking knock into some random interactable
fucking pterodactyl or a box or something. So she's got something, but it's not like, seriously, when you're going to fight Hitomi, it's not like Hitomi, I'm so scared. Like it's fucking Hitomi.
Fuck.
All right. Who else do we got in? Is this B and A or did I skip B and A? Did I just stick her ass? Nah, she's in B and A. Okay, we'll do B and A for her. Brad Wong, my man Brad Wong here.
Just put that bitch in B.
All right, Brad Wong said, "I'm not in B tier." All right, Brad, you're going in B tier, buddy. I'm sorry. There was a time where I thought Brad Wong was fucking nuts. And I still think he's good, but I just can't put him any higher than that. Like no matter what you do to me with Brad Wong, I'm always just gonna think, wow, this character is annoying. Not really that he's like good. It's more just like he's just annoying. Get off the screen, bro. Like stand up. Like get off the fucking ground. Get off your hands. Like he's always just gonna be just there. I mean, he's not terrible. DOA 4, they said he was unplayable. But Brad Wong is something. He is definitely good online. But for me personally, I'll say this. As a Hayate player, I destroy Brad Wong, so that's the reason why I feel like he's gonna be in A or B tier. But if you guys want to argue, and again, some of this stuff is arguable as far as like I'd say Hitomi is worse than Brad. Hitomi's worse than Brad. I can't say that. I can't say Hitomi's worse than Brad because that bitch has options she can do while she's standing up. Again, guys, after S and like the top of A and even A, like this stuff is like kind of up in the air. But no, it's all arguable. I mean, yeah, it's all arguable. I mean, it's the whole thing is arguable except for Hayabusa because I don't care what y'all say. But you know, I think me personally, I'm gonna have to put Brad in B tier. Next, where would you put Brad, Blackbeard?
I put Brad in B tier.
Yeah,
B tier.
This game is still brand new. I mean, like it's only July. The game came out in March. Like we don't know like where these characters are gonna be next year. You know what I'm saying, or where they're gonna be even next month. So much has changed. Characters went from C to A tier because of the sidestep. So we don't know where a lot of these characters are gonna fall. Zack, I'm gonna put his ass in the middle of A and B. I think Zack is a really good character. I would honestly put Zack in A tier, but I can't. I just can't because something. Jump in here, Hoodless. Give me something, Hoodless. Hoodless, where would you put Zack, Hoodless? I want to know. Here he comes, Zack. Look, here he goes. I would put. I need more liquor. All right, listen. I need some to drink. Let's some alcohol. I'm gonna put Zack. I'm gonna put Zack in the middle of A and B. He's very fast. He's got a reset grab that gets on my fuck. So I'll say that Zack is probably one of the most annoying characters to fight in tournament because when you get forward grabbed, you're like, fuck. I only have 2 games to beat this black bastard, and if he keeps forward grab me, I'm gonna lose this set. I've played multiple Zack players in tournament, Hawkball and Hoodless, the best Zack players, and I lost both times. And he is super ridiculous to deal with. Forward punch, 11 frames. He's got good crushes. He's got really good damage in this game. Reset grab. His range is not that bad. His mid-screen range, he's got back kick, which is -1 on block. Like, I don't know what it is about Zack, but I just can't give him A tier. What do you think is wrong with Zack, Blackbeard? I want to know. I want to know what you guys' opinion is with Zack. Why do you think he just can't go in A tier?
Man, Zack is just like on my tier list. I put that. I think that he's a character that has untapped potential.
Oh yeah, so definitely.
He's just really annoying because he's just fucking. He just reset throwing you and. Like,
I'd say Zack goes more towards like A. I can't give him. Yeah, I can't give him A. I can't give him A tier, but I'd say if I had
fast,
you know what? I'm gonna put Zack in A tier. I'm gonna give him A tier, and Hulu just said the same thing. Dude, you guys know that Zack, and a lot of people don't know this. You guys know that Zack's P+K and ducking stance is 0 on block, right? I gotta put that out there because he has a mid launcher that goes into another stance that's 0 on block, an 11 frame character. With the sure you can punch, if you try to jab him afterwards, you're gonna get launched and bounded. And then he has an 11 frame mid, so he can just do that shit to you whenever he wants to. He's got Zack is good as fuck, man. I just wanted to put him in B and A because I feel like no one would agree with me, honestly. But he's fast. He's got a reset grab. He's got good crushes. He's got a launcher that's 0 on block. His Zack beam is fucking useless. It's not gonna hit anybody good, but it's still there. His back kick is -1 on block, and it goes into stance, what makes it a little more negative. His forward kick is 12. What?
He said his back kick is -1 on block. You go into stance, it makes it a little more negative.
It does because he goes into the sway, the crouch.
I know, but you're like listing good things.
No. I'm just putting that out there, just saying that once you go into the stance, it makes it worse. His crouching grab out of the grab he does out of crouching, where he can kick you in your fucking head and throw you this way or throw you that way, put you in a guaranteed lift stone with 4-4 punch or 9K. My man's fatal rush after duck 6-6P duck fatal rush. Yeah, Zack is good, man. I just want to see more people use Zack. I want to see Hoodless pick Zack more because he been hoeing. He ain't been picking Zack that much, and I think Zack is good.
I want to see Hoodless pick Hitomi.
Why you want to see Hoodless pick Hitomi?
I just want to see where those Phoenix fists are.
So you want him to pick him in her in tournament so you can probably have an easier time winning. Alright, who is FDS? Oh, Bayman. I named him some crazy shit. Bayman. Rikuto's gonna kill me for this, but I'm putting Bayman in S tier. No, I'm just kidding.
This man's trolling.
Bayman. Look, Bayman don't know where he want to look. Am I A tier? Am I B tier? Am I A tier? Am I C tier? If Rikuto had his way, the character would be the worst character in the game. But I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
Lord Xavier plays that character.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
I'm trying to see you play that character, Ellis.
I think that Bayman is fucking good. The reasons why Rikuto says Bayman's bad, I get why he feels that way. But just from a tool standpoint, think about it. He's got advanced holds. He's got parries. His tank roll is fucking crazy. He's got an offensive hold that he can do from literally standing. So you guys know how they have those offensive holds in the game where you gotta hit forward grab to do. Well, Bayman can do his just from standing there. He's gonna bear hug you and fucking take life from you. His holds do a pretty good amount of damage. He's slow as fuck. His throw breaks, he's negative now. But even though his throw breaks are negative now, he still has a parry and a tank roll to keep you in check. You simply can't just break his throws and do whatever you want to him because he has parries and a tank roll. So he's -7. He's out of range to be neutral grab, so you can't grab him. But he can still do defensive options and offensive options if he really wants to. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, Blackbeard. Where would you put Bayman? B or A and B?
I'll put him in B.
Yeah, you can go grab more.
If possible, I'd take him out of the game, but I'll put him in B.
I can put him in B. I'll live with it. I wanted to put him in A and B because of all the tools he has, but I don't know.
No, Kula and
I'll let Bayman have B tier. I'll let Bayman have B tier. Yeah, I read his
Yeah, that shit was like crazy. It was like, all right, Rikuto.
I saw Rikuto's post, but Rikuto was reaching with a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, it's like
a lot of that stuff was the same in DOA 5.
It's like on paper, yeah, you can't do anything in DOA. On paper, you can't do anything, but in the real world, that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, Rikuto was reaching with a lot of that stuff, but I agree with them for I would say the most part, but some of that stuff was a little crazy from. Let's see who else we got here. We're dwindling down, guys. We're getting down to the bottom of the barrel here, so let's just bang them out. Bass was definitely, if you guys look at my old tier list from month 1, I had Bass in A tier. Bass is gonna go in B tier. Bass took a hit. His back throw, his 8-frame back throw that he got the super launcher throw off of, he lost his entire bound combo, which that's honestly, let's keep it 100. That's what made Bass annoying. He's still doing pretty much everything the same, but that's what made Bass fucking ridiculous, is that he was punishing you with the 8-frame grab and bounding you and break blowing you and killing you repeatedly. And them taking that away definitely hurt this character. And I think that's honestly all we have to say as far as like why we're going to put him down. He moved down a whole tier because of that, and that's really fair because that shit was never ending. Also, let's not forget to mention, Bass was extremely viable as well as a lot of these other slower characters like Bayman. Now, before the sidestep patch, guys, before the sidestep made it so that you can't step anymore without meter, Bayman would undoubtedly, in my opinion, be an A tier because now Bayman actually has to play the game the right way. Bayman actually has to sit there and block and punish and be really defensive. And that sucks for him. But in my opinion, Bass really got fucked over in that one update, and the sidestep didn't help. because the sidestep literally was helping Bass compete with Kasumi. What is Bass gonna do to Kasumi? When is he gonna hit that character? It's not gonna happen. The sidestep made it possible for him to beat Christie and Kasumi. Now the sidestep just fucked him over again. So yeah, Bass, man, they did my man Bass dirty. It was sick as fuck seeing Bass be good too, man. But they fucked Bass, man. It's crazy that they did that to him. Because it was honestly so sick to see Bass be good, man. The sidestep patch changed a lot, yeah.
The problem was Team Ninja, they the way they make characters good sometimes is just so stupid. Like Bass was good because without the sidestep, whatever, even without the sidestep nerf, I feel like Bass was only good because of that fourth throw. Like, why would you make a character based entirely around that one throw? That's stupid. And then they nerfed
I get what you're saying, yeah. That's how you know that shit was crazy.
It's too good.
Alright, where's Jan Lee at? Let me get his little yellow ass away. Jan Lee is going in B tier. I'm not gonna spend too much time with him. Jan Lee is just simply Jan Lee. He's got Dragon Gunner, who he's had that shit forever. He's got 11 frame mid, who he had that shit forever. He lost it in 5, and then he brought it back. Jan Lee is just fucking Jan Lee. If you're losing to Jan Lee, you're just getting outplayed. So Jan Lee's going in B tier. I'm not gonna spend time with him. Who else do we got? Jan Lee is online S tier 100%. Who else are we missing here? We're missing another character I was just gonna put in here. Where are they at? Hold on. Oh, Raidou. Where's Raidou at? Hold on. Let's not forget about Raidou. My man, Raidou. Alright. Raidou, I was really having fun with you, bro. And Hoodless, I don't want to hear your mouth, bro. Raidou, I was really having fun with you, bro. But they did you dirty. The sidestep completely fucked you over. Raidou was fucking people up when the sidestep was infinite, because again, these slower characters are getting their ass whooped. Literally, the slower characters were getting their ass whooped. I mean, they're getting their ass whooped now because the sidestep was changed. I had Raidou, as a matter of fact. I had the audacity to have Raidou. No, I was gonna put Raidou in A, but Nashfan wouldn't let me do it. He's got really... Alright, so let's talk about his pluses. He's got really great whiff punishment. His Kurosuka forward punch does a lot of damage. It's a wall splat, close hit. Really good whiff punishment. Offensive forward, high damaging throws, high damaging combos. High damaging combos. The problem with Raidou is how the fuck are you... How are you dealing with these fast characters? When you play Raidou against Kasumi, you guys, I need you to know that there's no way to hit those characters. Like, they're going to bully you every single time. The only way you can do anything is if you literally stay out of their face, which is an option, and you're gonna have to play them like that. But yeah, I mean, Raidou, I'm gonna put Raidou in B tier. He's not gonna go in C tier. There's no way, because no character, in my opinion, is as bad as EmeryReigns right now. She's just not doing any fucking damage. At least Raidou's hurting. EmeryReigns is literally hitting you 70 times and doing 30%. It doesn't make any sense. So Raidou, I'm gonna put your weird ass in B tier. I like Raidou, I really do. He's a great character. I just wish that they would change some of his stun properties. And the sidestep fucked him over. He's very slow. Oh, and not to mention, Raidou's movement is fucking atrocious. Bro, have you guys tried to dash, for example? If you knock somebody through a partition, I like to do a down forward dash to get close. I don't like to run all the time. Raidou's down forward, his forward movement is a joke. It's literally a joke. This little weird shit that he does, it's bad. It's really bad, and I don't know what they're thinking with that. His movement is fucking... And Bass's is bad too. Bayman definitely has the best movement out of both of theirs. Bayman has the best movement out of both of theirs for sure. His is nowhere near as bad as theirs, dude. Their movement is bad. Bass and Raidou's movement is bad. So let's go up the list and make sure we're not forgetting anybody, guys. And then we're gonna move on to the 2 DLC characters once we get everybody in here. Honoka. Honoka, I think, is I think Honoka's honestly, guys, and you guys might hate me for saying this, but I think Honoka is not that bad of a character. I put her in, I'm gonna put her in the same place essentially now. I think Honoka is fast. She's got 11 frame mid 9 from jab, good crushes. She's got high damaging combos, high damaging throws because she's got Raidou's super launcher throw. She's fast. Her range, guys, you gotta understand, her range is literally the only issue she has. I mean, she's not doing what she was in 5. Cookamama had some really OD force tech situations with her in that game, but if she can play in your face, she can get something done. And for that, her range is fucking trash. Please don't confuse it, guys. But if she gets in your face, Honoka can really fuck you up. I'm gonna put Honoka in B tier. If Honoka gets in your face, I think that she can fuck you up. I'm just gonna have to put her in there because of her range. Because if you space this character, bro, let's be honest. If you space Honoka out, she can't do shit to you, bro. Like, she don't even have the hitboxes. Like, you know how you got other characters whose range is bad, kind of like, let's look up there a little bit like Diego. At least his hitboxes are good. Her hitboxes are non-existent, bro. Like, she can't even fucking whiff punish you barely. She has a fusion punch and it doesn't even fucking have any range on it. So yeah, Honoka's gonna go in B tier for me. Where is EmeryReigns at? Where is my girl EmeryReigns? Bam! EmeryReigns, you're going in C tier because you fucking suck. EmeryReigns has offensive holds.
She doesn't.
Yes, she does. I'm sorry, Blackbeard. This character sucks. She's got offensive holds. She's got hella stylish combos, and but the damage output is non-existent, guys. That's what. Think about it. Stun launch into bound and getting your damage and getting out is important in this game because stun launch is so good. She's not doing any damage. That's a problem. Do you guys not see that as an issue? Murray's still winning stuff. I don't know when she did that in the U.S. or at a major where that shit made sense, but
that one Japanese tournament had like over 100 people, didn't it?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, she got grand finals at the liner back. What tournament was that? TSB was it? Was it TSB? TSB, and then there was it was TSB. I mean, if you want to argue EmeryReigns being in the middle of B and C, I'll give you that. All right. You know what? Fine. How about that? I'll give her that. I'll give her B and C. I'll give her B and C because I saw her do some work at TSB, and but it's that's the best it's gonna get. You guys are not gonna convince me to put that character in B tier. I'm sorry. I'm not. You're not gonna get me to put her in B tier. She's gonna be in the middle of B and C. She's not fucking hurting. She's just not hurting, and that's an issue. So. She got offensive holds. She's got special sidestep, which people are not using anymore, even though they probably should because the sidestep is not usable because of the not usable without the meter. I mean, yeah, and again, that's a good point, Pooper Scooper. Don't laugh at that. I was gonna laugh. Pooper Scooper made a good point. Her damage is really depending on stage. If she's got the firecrackers or she's got danger zone, yeah, she can fuck you up. Not that bad because she's still. Put it like this: Hayabusa is taking 60% of your life bar on firecracker stage without meter. EmeryReigns might be lucky to get 45, 50, 40, maybe 40%. I'll give her 40% because she's literally just fucking pecking at you. So now let's do the moment that everybody's been waiting for. It's very early, and I really kind of don't want to put these characters in a tier list. And I don't have tier list pictures, so we're gonna have to do some ghetto shit. I'm gonna have to cut all the way up to her head and just make her real small. Let's make her a little smaller than that. All right, so Blackbeard had a conversation with Excalibur Blades, and what did Excalibur Blades say about mine?
He said that he thinks that the way I made my tier list, because I had S and S minus, he would put Kula in Okay, he said that he would put Mai in S and he would put Kula in S minus.
Did he give you a reason for that?
No, he did not. It was on Twitter.
Okay.
So I didn't get to talk to him about it extensively.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, Mai is definitely not as strong as she was in 5. People overlooked Mai a lot. I really think Mai was fucking was S tier in DOA 5. I really do think that character was high A S tier. She's really good. But again, I can't stress this enough. Like Matt just said, the meta is based around speed now. If your character is not fast and you're playing slower characters, you're gonna get bent over. Mai is very, very fucking fast. 9 frame jab, 11 frame mid. Matt saying she's got a lack of tracking in her combo damage output. I think she's doing okay damage. She's definitely not doing the most damage in the game. She's got pretty good, pretty decent string manipulation. She's got some sweeps in there. Her forward grab, people saw the forward grab and they thought it was going to be broken because she was going to do crazy damage. Believe it or not, her forward grab does not open up into that much damage. She can break blow you from it, but she can't set up her bound from it, which is odd because every other character that has a super launcher throw in the game can set up their bound from it, except for her, I believe. They switched around some of her properties to her moves. In DOA 5, her spinning fire twirly thing was -6 or -5 or something like that on block, and it was kind of safe. They switched it and made that unsafe, and now the other string cancel, the fucking Kurosaka forward kick or whatever, the little thing where she flips over, that's now -6. So they switched some of her properties and just changed them up for some reason. I don't know why they did that, but I think that and also she has a projectile, which is the high, and believe it or not, people may talk shit about that projectile, but that projectile is really good for whiff punishment. Like, especially mid wake up kicks and wake up kicks in general. Like, if somebody does like a mid wake up kick, for example, you can literally watch them do the wake up kick and have enough time to hit them with the fan. So the fan is viable. Raidou's fireball, not really, but the fan can definitely be used, and you can use it in combos and shit for style points, I guess, if you want. Her wall carry is good. Nah, the projectile does not suck, man. You got to use it the right way. You definitely got to use it the right way. Her damage was nerfed. I want to talk to Caliber more about why he feels she should go. You said S or S minus?
He said that he put her S.
I'm going to put her just based off of her speed and just based off of because she's got pretty good string manipulation. She's not super unsafe, but she is kind of unsafe. I'm going to put her, in my opinion, I'm going to put her in A tier for now. Because it's still early on. We don't really know, but I'm gonna put her in A tier. I'm gonna put mine in A tier. For right now. For just this. She's good. I mean, she's not a bad character and she's fast. So she's gonna be good. Her range is not that bad either. She's got my cannot go back turn. Yeah, it's weird. What does she got that's really good? Her stuns are fucked up, man. Like her forward punch. Yeah, this is gonna go on YouTube, man. Her forward punch kick. If that shit connects and it puts you in that lift stun, oh boy, that shit's gonna hurt. She's got pretty good stuns for the most part. Her stuns are not bad. 1P tracks in the safe. Yep. Yeah, I'll put her in A tier. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I'm gonna put her in A tier for right now. It's still very early, so the last character to put on the tier list here is Kula. We got to cut her little ass up too because I couldn't find a good picture of her as far as the else. So let's get her a little smaller here. Kula. Blackbeard, how do you feel about Kula? I want to know your opinion.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. So Kula. Yeah, Kula. So personally, like playing against Kula, the couple times I've played against Kula in tournament, like personally have been like it is like the nervous I've ever been like playing against somebody. Like she just like I guess it's because she's new. But then again, like if I played against Mai, I know I wouldn't be that nervous. But it's just something about the threat of her randomly freezing you and then like launching you and Just her combos, like they don't do like the most ridiculous amount of damage, but they're just demoralizing. Like she hits you with the ice breath, and then she wall carries you and stuff, and it's just annoying. And you got to get back in. Like she's just really annoying. Like I actually think that they should do something like to the ice breath. Like at first, I didn't think that they didn't do anything to the ice. Shut up!
Wow, no! Because we need to talk about this. Blackbeard was literally saying the ice breath was fine. Literally saying that there was nothing wrong with it. It needs to stay the same. Wow. Okay, that's all I want to
say. Anyways, yeah, I think it needs a little bit more recovery or something.
I said this and you said no. Guys, I don't care what you say. I don't care who you are. That ice breath is barely whiff punishable. Barely.
Because here's the problem. Here's the problem with Team Ninja and all these characters. They make these characters so simple and they make them based around like something really blatant. Like it's just hard to balance, like, because you make her ice breath really bad, and then it's like that's like what she mainly has going for her.
No, don't make it bad.
But it's just stupid. It's just a really stupid
ice breath is easy to avoid. I don't know who you've been fighting, but any good player that uses the ice breath correctly, it's not easy to avoid. You're not going to get... You understand. The purpose of the ice breath isn't even really to hit you with it every time. It's going to keep you away from her. Like, let's just say using Hayate, one of the best whiff punishers in the game. It's literally almost impossible to whiff punish that shit because it's active. Okay, I fight B-Boys Kula with Jan. No comment. Yeah. The ice breath is ridiculous. I think that it should recover. It should have more recovery, and I don't know how active it is, but it's got to be active for a decent amount of time if it's hitting me while I'm coming at her in the middle of it. No, I didn't move her yet. It needs more recovery. So meaning recovery, I mean after she's done the ice breath is no longer active and she can't hit me with it anymore, and I need to be able to hit her easier. It's almost fucking impossible to hit her. Like, for example, with Mai's fan has ridiculous recovery on it to the point where I can teleport Hayate and take her back. Kula, I can't do that. Like, it's like this shit doesn't have enough recovery on it. And a character without a teleport, like, you don't understand. You can hold it and all that other shit, but what good is holding it if she does it from mid-screen? It has that much range. Kula can ice breath from here, and yeah, you're going to hold it and step it, but you can't really get near her because she's got an 11-frame mid to keep you in check. It's... Nah, man. No. So, I don't know. I think Kula's good. She's got an 11-frame mid, 9-frame jab again. Speed dominates in this game. She's got pretty good string manipulation. She's pretty safe for the most part. The jumping attack is +1. Let's not forget she's got a 2D fighting mechanic and a 3D fighter, whereas Mai's is negative. She's got a +1 jump in mid punch attack. Okay, that jumps over the wake up kicks.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to open like people like me playing against people. I feel like it's like kind of weird to open people up with her. Yeah, throw people.
Can't touch her with the breath. Yeah, exactly. Yep. But yeah, in my opinion, and I want you guys' opinion too, but in my opinion, I'm going to have to put Kula in a little higher than Mai. Mai, obviously, like I said, I want to see her in A tier right now. And then Murray Rose, obviously, is going to go C and B tier. I'm going to put Kula in the bottom of S. Not the bottom of S, but, you know, if you want to say S, if you want to say A, it's fine. I'm going to put her in... I'm going to lean her more towards S, but, you know, I'll put her A and S right now. It's early, guys. It's still early. This shit's probably going to be changed because nobody's really felt a nerf yet, especially from the new characters. But I'm going to stick Kula in A and S. Christie jumps so high because of the sidestep getting nerfed, and she can now run you over on block with ridiculous strings, and you can't really do anything except use your meter to step, which is limited now.
I think even without the sidestep nerf, she was still always...
I think she was still good, but she wasn't as good because...
Well, she could kill your step with like H+K and stuff anyway.
But you got it.
She had really good step killers.
But I'm saying like you're gonna have to. That's what our whole problem was before. Like you had to base your whole gameplay. Even Mona said it. You had to base your whole gameplay with Christie around H+K because all your other strings. As soon as we watch you, yeah, that too. But you're basing your entire gameplay off of 2 attacks. Whereas, you know, Christie is being known as being super fast. You're now limiting yourself to using slow ass attacks. And now I'm just gonna just hit. I actually can hit Christie now. That's the fucked up thing.
Well, like she had like 4-4 punch leads into so much shit, and then she had sidestep down kick and all that stuff. She definitely like had some of the best tracking in the game. Even
if you guys want to know why I have Hayabusa S tier again, I'll just give you a couple reasons. His and again, I do not give characters the benefit of the doubt when it comes to execution. If your character's high execution, I'm not going to move them down in the tier list. Hayabusa is pretty high execution as far as him getting his high counter Azuna drop holds off and his situational stuff. Hayabusa's advanced mid punch hold and advanced high punch hold and all his advanced Azuna drop holds do 45% on high counter. He takes advantage of the environment better than anybody else. He has grappler speed throws, 4-frame neutral throw, 6-frame forward throw, but he has striking speed attacks where he has a 10-frame jab, which is not fucking cool. He has the best bound in the game because it's a tracking, high crushing bound, okay, that has a ridiculous hitbox on it, and he can do it in all of his fucking juggles on any weight class, and he can bound you off of the wall too for free, whereas a lot of characters can't do that. Some can, but a lot of characters can't bound you off the wall. Hayabusa is just taking advantage again, like he's always done, taking advantage of the current meta better than any other character in the game, period. And not to mention, Hayabusa now has access to another air throw that's, I want to say his new air grab. I'm not positive, but I want to say that it's 5 frames, which means that if you're in the air, that's just going to connect all the time. If your feet are touching the ground, Hayabusa can fucking air grab you now. Because he has the electric one and he has the normal one. But yeah, man, if you guys want to take a look at the old tier list compared to this one, here it is. A couple things have changed, obviously. Ayane, I moved her back up to S tier again. Tina, I dropped her down to A tier because her damage got nerfed on her little down grab after the back grab in the air. And that changed a lot because the damage got nerfed just a little tiny bit. And I think that's probably why I moved her down from solid S to A and S. Rig, I moved up to S tier. Elliot, I moved up to S tier solid. Kokoro is still in the middle of A and S tier.
Show my tier list.
But yeah, as you guys can see the tier. Oh yeah, FaZe was banned before EmeryReigns was completely bottom tier. So a lot of stuff has changed. Oh no, I didn't mean to move that. And again, guys, this is just my opinion. A lot of you guys chimed in and helped me make these decisions, so I appreciate that. But as of right now, these are just my opinions. Obviously, a lot of people in the chat, you guys' opinion is different to mine, and that's all well and good because at the end of the day, a tier list, like I said at the beginning of the video, a tier list is pretty much all opinion. It's all opinionated. There's nothing really factual about it, except for what you can say about the characters and what they have in the game. But even still, guys, everybody on YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in to this tier list.
You should show my tier list for comparison.
Oh, you want to see? You guys want to see Blackbeard's tier list? Let me bring his up real quick. Hold on. Where's on Twitter?
I posted in the chat.
Wait, can you put it in the chat again? Okay.
Oh shoot. The backslash at the end, take that out.
No, I'm gonna save it to my desktop and open it up on my stream. Alright guys, let me open up Blackbeard's tier list. Because he wants to show you guys the comparison with his. Man, this took 2 hours. I did not think this was going to take that long. I'm fucking tired. I am exhausted. I can't find your tier list. Where's it at? I saved it to my desktop and I can't find it. Hold on. Put it back in the chat again. So I can save it under something else. I got it. I'm fucking beat, man. Fucking 3 14-hour shifts in a row, bro. I'm not feeling good right now. Alright, 1 second, guys. It's lost in all these. Here it is. Okay. So this is Blackbeard's tier list. Was yours in order or no?
Mine was in order up to like A tier.
Okay. So Blackbeard has Hayabusa in an S tier like me. He's got Rig in S tier like me. He's got FaZe 4 in S tier like me. Tina, he has an S tier still, which and I have Tina in A and S, so it can go either way. So He still has Nico in S tier, and I have her in A and S, which can go either way as well. Kasumi still in S tier, just like me. The only character I have in S that he doesn't have in S is Ayane. Mila is an A, just like I have. Christie, my tier list has Christie in S tier. His has her in S minus. So, no. So you have S minus on yours. So essentially, okay. So yeah. So S minus is essentially my in the middle of A and S tier. So I mean, they're pretty much damn near the same, bro. The only thing that we have different is that you have an untapped potential thing. And that's, you have EmeryReigns, which I can understand. Zack, which I can understand, but I decided to put Zack in A tier. Raidou, untapped. Yeah, but yeah, I have him in B tier. And Honoka, I have her in B tier. You have her in untapped. You still have Bayman in B tier, just like me. You still got Wong in B tier. I have Bass. Our shit is pretty much the same, man. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Nothing really changed. Our tier list is damn near the same. Except for me having Hayate in S minus in the middle of A and S tier, but they're pretty similar. Yeah, guys. As of right now, that's going to be the end of the tier list. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, this stuff is obviously subject to change. I'm going to do another one in a couple of months when the whole fucking meta probably is going to change again. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to leave likes and comments, subscribe on YouTube, and be sure to leave your opinions as well. I respect all you guys' opinion. Again, this tier list is my opinion, and you know, it's just what it is. So I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.